The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Takes the handoff. It's Ncaa. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. There he goes. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
At the 14-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Handoff to the single running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second?
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hands it off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Wide open downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Makes the ground. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set him off.
He's loose. The 20. He's a slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To take advantage of that extra blocker. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Wide receiver going in motion. Just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Oh, a lot of space. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. Picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's St. Clair. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Falk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why...
Oh, it's a fumble! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Baylor. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard, we're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Cobb. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Look out, he's got room. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Peoples. There he goes. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
221 wing, 221 wing, stand ready.
They'll try to get it through the air. Tight end getting vertical. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Lost to throw again. Keeps looking downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And this wildcat is going to be deep long, stopped to the backfield. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The screen, he's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's past the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive and you got to make tackles.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The give to the tailback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a 3-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Tate. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
It's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Quarterback running on the draw. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires downfield. Working the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Across the 25, he's got room. Breaks into the open on the left. Stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field. He just did it like that.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get it.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. A little space. Wide open spaces. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
You You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the right. He's got it. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Kearney on the Jets. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal coming up. To the air, it's St. Clair. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? On the snap, it's Singleton. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. It's complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Peoples. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. He wants to change this route. Gotta have it here on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good.